Good morning, beloved. How you doing? I hope you'll be able to hear me pretty clearly. I'm not using my earpiece as I typically would. Just want to speak to you briefly. Comes to mind is 30 shekels of silver. Some of you may know what that represents. Jesus said, "Have I not chosen you 12?" He was talking to his disciples. He said, "Have I not chosen you 12? But one of you is a devil." He chose his disciples. But Judas was the one that betrayed him, also known in the scriptures as the son of perdition. But we won't deal too heavily with that, or the one who, according to the foreknowledge of God, that was just what he was going to do, but not because he was pre-programmed to do it. As a free moral agent, God knew in eternity past that there was a decision that this free moral agent, Judas, was going to make in the betrayal of Jesus. But where the 30 shekels of silver comes in is there was something lasting and eternal that Jesus presented Judas, as well as the rest of the disciples. Something eternal and lasting and so valuable. But Satan tricked Judas. He tricked him. He tricked Judas in his life, in his circumstances, just like he tricks a lot of people today, to trade in something that was lasting and eternal and extraordinarily valuable for 30 shekels of silver. When we would have to do a breakdown, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the little comments that are next to the post, I'm going to put how much that 30 shekels of silver was worth. And I'm going to shift on you for a minute. The literal so much, we want to agree on this, so much that Jesus was offering was being sacrificed and traded in for so little. And that's just how the enemy gets us, because he makes us feel like the little that we're getting in a moment is worth sacrificing this great thing that in our dealings and in our relationships that we're supposed to be building. But Satan will trick us and corner us and put us in a position to where we lose sight of that. And then we find ourselves trading in something lasting and extraordinarily valuable for 30 shekels of silver. All right, I'm going to shift on you. You cannot domesticate a snake. Serpents cannot be domesticated. Them jokers be turning on their owners. They sitting here trying to pet the snake and buy Snuggies for the snake. You know what I'm saying? Walking around with that python like that's his friend. And we got situations where pythons don't attack. But let me tell you, you can't domesticate no snake. You can domesticate a dog. You'll be able to domesticate a wolf faster than you can domesticate a snake. A serpent is a serpent, and you can't domesticate it. Why am I saying that? Let me tell you something. Beloved, I'm going to leave you with this. There's some situations, depending on how your heart is set up, right? Depending on how your heart is set up. There are some situations that you know in your heart of hearts you really need to walk away from. The only way you really know that is because a good tree cannot bring forth corrupt fruit. So the way that you judge the situation is you say, okay, what sort of fruit is this producing in my life? But I'm going to tell you, love is the sort of thing that makes you fight for what's killing you. Y'all ain't trying to hear me this morning. I'm going to tell you something. Love will make you fight for what's killing you. Love will make you fight for poison. And it's a serious matter, because love is love. Or you find yourself in a situation where you know you need to walk away from the situation, but you just can't do it. You can't, because you're invested emotionally and in other ways, but mainly emotionally. You know, you're invested, and so you don't want to walk away from your investment even if it seems like holding on to the investment is having a continually and progressively adverse effect on just your life. See what I'm saying? Whatever it may be people, places, or things, but I know for a fact that there's some people who are listening to this right now, and there's some things that you need to walk away from. You're trying to, you asking yourself, okay, why is he talking about 30 shekels of silver? Why is he talking about serpents that they can't be domesticated? How does this all tie in? Well, here's the thing. The reality is, when we seal this with a prayer and there's a declaration that's coming down, there are some things that God will allow you to see. God will allow you to see that this little situation or whatever it is that you're willing to put your life on the line for. I want you to hear me. Because there's some of you right now that you literally putting your life on the line. You willing to put your life on the line for situations. Put your life on the line for people. Put your life on the line based on certain things that you feel like you have invested. Little do you know that this thing, this person, this whoever, whatever, that you sitting here ready to put your life on the line, huh? Maybe your life, maybe your ministry, right? All of this stuff you willing to risk it all. But God is going to do you a favor. I want y'all to hear me this morning. God is going to do you a favor that ain't going to feel like favor. God is going to do you a favor that does not feel like favor. And God is going to allow you, because of his immense love for you, he's going to let you see that this thing right here, that you're willing to put it all on the line for, will sell you out for 30 shekels of silver. I'm telling you, some of you will have this testimony. I didn't want to know it. I didn't want to see it. I didn't think it was possible. No. Come on, man. Nah, they wouldn't do that. God is going to allow some of you to see that what you have literally been delaying the full weight and brunt of his will for your life for. You sitting here entertaining all kinds of compromise and all kinds of, right? You doing all of that. You about to sacrifice your whole life. You gambling with you for situations that in a heartbeat will sell you out for 30 shekels of silver. 30 shekels of silver. I'm going to put in the post how much money that really is and how much money it really isn't. Because as much as you want to believe, many of you, as much as you would like to believe that you are in situations that, or you're dealing with situations where individuals or groups of individuals or institutions, organizations, whatever it might be, if the shoe fit, put it on. Much as you want to believe that you are cherished and valued, as much as you value them, the only reason people keep you close, you see what I'm saying, a lot of times is just because of the value that you don't know you represent. And not all value is money. Sometimes it's deeper than that. Sometimes people just want to, keep you close, situations, and they want to keep you close because of a value that you don't know that you have. And that's why it's important that we ask God to really show us. Because in life, we can go through so much trauma until we no longer see ourselves as valuable. And then we find ourselves in situations where we are 100% laying it all on the line, about to literally slit our own throat in situations. When in fact, you are dealing with individuals who will literally sell you out for 30 shekels of silver. And the reason I say that is sometimes you need to walk away from situations, but the reality is, until God reveals to you how little you mean, until God reveals to you how quickly you will get sold out by these things that you don't know how to let go of, you won't walk away. You won't. Some of you will not walk away until you are able to see what it is that's not going to feel like favor. When God does you a favor and shows you, you about to put your life on the line, you about to put your neck out there like this, let me show you something. God's going to be like, I want to show you something. I want you to see. I want you to see this. They'll sell you out for 30 shekels of silver. Yeah, I died for them too. They souls too. Understand that? Oh, they souls too. But in this situation right here, for 30 shekels of silver, they will sell you out. And he'll say to his son and to his daughter, you need to walk away from this, right? And save not in yourself, but save what it is that you are carrying from me, immaculately conceived within you. Because so long as we stay in certain territories, what it is that we carry for kingdom purposes are in danger. So a couple bullet points. 30 shekels of silver was what Judas thought it was worth to trade in literally the eternal life and the salvation and the grace that was delivered to him through Jesus Christ in person. You can't domesticate a serpent. A snake is a snake. I don't care if you pet it, how many colors it is, that joker look like it's smiling. It will straight choke you out. I'm just trying to tell you. And there are certain situations that some of you need to exit. And it's not until you see how quickly you'll get sold out. God will let you see it to motivate you to make the move that you need to make. Prayer blesses somebody. Time to go to work.